I'm Zamira Jones, and I have something very important to share with you. I want you to sign up for my webinar, and here's why. You're an operator, you're a radio operator, and you're looking to gain advantage and break through and figure out what should I be doing now that'll be a game changer. That's what I want to share with you. You see, the radio landscape, I don't have to tell you, has changed dramatically. It's changed because of streaming, of social sharing, time slicing, time shifting. Your listeners are creating their own content. They've become media themselves. Those changes have changed the way you program. And PPM has been at the core of what has changed your mindset. But that's just the start of it. PPM is measuring a quantitative what they did every quarter hour. It doesn't answer the question why. And with all these changes of your customer in changing their lifestyle because of time shifting and time slicing, where they have very little time to operate and there's slivers of opportunity for you to slip your content in and make it for them to make a decision, you have to have pinpoint accuracy in order to cut through. And you're using research like perceptual studies and focus groups every now and then and your usual and customary call out. The call out research is good for knowing which song is moving in which direction, but it doesn't answer the question why your audience is listening to you. The perceptual studies are great for that, but how often can you do them? You know, back in the 1990s, you could do one or two and, stay up and stay relevant. But the market changes way too fast now. So having a perceptual study every now and then is insufficient. It doesn't keep up with the changes of your listener. In one day, in one 24-hour period, the values and beliefs can change with your audience just like that. And you would know it until PPM shows you that there's a change, but you won't know why. This is what I'm going to share with you in this webinar. You'll be able to know the whys. You'll be able to have business intelligence with what I call the 3 V's that are required for great intelligence. What are they? Those 3 V's are: 1, you have to have variety, a variety of inputs from the audience so that your sample is sound. Did you know that? You have to have velocity, meaning you have to stay in sync with the changes in your customer base and their beliefs and their habits. And you have to have volume. You have to have a fair amount of it. Variety, velocity, and volume. Now you can get that with your call out on a consistent basis, but you can't afford to do that with a once a year or periodic perceptual study. Unfortunately, the market's not going to wait for you. You have to know now. And this is what I'm going to share with you: how to stay relevant and have authenticity with all of your content decisions. Because your customer has stopped being just a listener. And you as media programming and broadcasting to a listener. Now you are media programming to media. They are media too. And when you have affinity with them, when they like what you're doing, when it matches their beliefs and their values, then all of a sudden they become advocates. They become advocates of what you are, and they share it and they build your reputation, and you have a bigger discovery experience with new customers. That's what builds your CUME. And we all know now that you need CUME as well as P1 in order to have a healthy audience to really counterbalance against the inconsistencies of the personal people meter. If you don't have a solid growing CUME that's driven by your reputation and the buzz that you create, you're going to lose, because you periodically, even with a sound audience, you lose out because of the scarcity of that sample in PPM. So what you want to do is you want to really be in charge of knowing exactly what your audience is thinking, believing, and sharing on an ongoing basis. The problem is You can't afford it right now. You can't do a perceptual study every week. You can't have that feedback loop every week until now. I'm going to show you how to do it cost effectively for less by being able to stay in touch with your audience so that your message, your promotions, your decisions of content will have relevance and authenticity immediately. So you'll always be in sync. You want to know how to do it? You want to know how smart companies are doing it right now? Sign up for my webinar and I'll show you exactly what you need to be doing to stay ahead of the impression curve with your audience. Sign up now for my webinar and I will share with you how to stay ahead of the curve. Never be surprised about what your audience is believing and thinking, and you'll know how to connect with them, how to create authenticity with them, and have advocacy in control, and be able to do it using the 3 most powerful tools that have changed everything: social, mobile, and video, and do it in a proprietary way where you are in control. Sign up now. I'll show you exactly how it's done.